Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited today because it's my first fall video for 2022, and today we're going to be doing lots of decorating and lots of fall decorating coming up on my channel. It's my favorite season, so I would love it if you would give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and we'll get started on the decorating. So the first thing I like to do when I'm decorating is to light a seasonal candle. I love this one. It's from Michael's this year. It's called Maple Pumpkin Butter and it smells amazing. And I just feel like that sets the tone for decorating for the season. The next thing I like to do when I'm decorating is just to make a beverage, and I decided to make a pumpkin spice coffee. I got these little K-cups from Winners. I thought they were adorable. They say pumpkin pie on them, and the color just fit perfect for my aesthetic. And I got this clear mug actually from Dollarama. I believe it was $3, and I've just been loving clear cups lately. And then with my coffee, I was just snacking on some ginger snaps. So now that the house is smelling like fall and I'm drinking a fall beverage, I thought this would be the perfect time to start our decorating for autumn. So let's get started. So the first piece that I'm going to use to decorate my buffet with is this beautiful wooden and wrought iron arch. It was a purchase this year from HomeSense, and I had it in a few different spots, but I thought it would just look beautiful on the buffet. And then to this arch, I'm going to add one of my fall wreaths I've had for a few years. It's more a muted rusty orange color, which is my favorite color in the fall. It just reminds me of the trees when all the leaves are changing color. So I really tend to gravitate toward this color. And then I had this really cute Hello Fall sign. This was actually a purchase this year from Michael's, and I just love the simplicity of it with the wood frame and then the cream background. I just think it looks beautiful, and I just love how everything looks together on this beautiful arch. Moving on to the top of the buffet, I just had these greenery stems from the Dublin Mercantile. I did purchase these last year, but I know they have them again this year because I've been. And they just have some hints of muted orange on the greenery. The camera's not really picking it up from this angle, but they are really lovely. And then I just love that it's also really wispy. So I thought these would be the perfect piece to build my decor up on. And then I'm just adding in this beautiful wheat. I love it. I wish I could find another one. I found it last year, but I just haven't been able to. And then another great tip for decorating is to add some little stools, and this just allows you to decorate at various heights. And I feel like when things aren't all the same height, it just creates a lot more visual interest. So I have another one of these candles from Michael's. It was buy one get one free, so I stocked up because they were almost a better price than Bath & Body Works. And they just had so many different options to choose from. I think I'm going to have to go back and get more. But let me tell you, when I say your whole house will smell like fall when you light one or two of these. And I really think the maple pumpkin butter is my favorite. And I just love the packaging. So candles just make it feel like fall to me. These muted orange pumpkins were from Winners a few years ago. They tend to bring them out every year, but I just love the color and shape of these. And then I also have an orange gourd. This was from Michael's. And then I just have this little cream pumpkin that was from a local nursery in town here. These twinkle lights are just my favorite to use in the fall and the winter. They're from the Dublin Mercantile. They have different settings, so you can set them to whatever one you prefer. I just have it on the normal one where it just kind of is always steady on. And I love these because they're not battery operated. It's plug-in, so I don't go through a ton of batteries. And I just feel like this just instantly elevates the look and just makes it so cozy and welcoming. And to me, it feels like fall. And I did end up tucking some of the cords under the greenery, but I don't even mind that some of it's showing because to me it just looks like branches. It just looks really natural and earthy. And in past years I've added ribbon, but I just wanted to keep it simpler this year, and I just love how it turned out. I would love to know in the comments if you've started your fall decorating or if it's still a little bit early for you. In YouTube, we always have to get things started a bit earlier because our goal is to inspire you and just to show you decor that you may want to use when you start your fall decorating. So let me know if you have started or if you're holding off a little bit. So moving over to beside my buffet, I had this really pretty picnic basket. My sister actually gifted me this and I love it. And I wanted to add just a bit more ambiance. So to the top of it, I just added some lanterns. These were a gift from some friends from a local nursery. And I just think they're stunning. They just really give off that realistic look. And then I just thought I would go in with the big white pumpkin just to bring some fall to the top of this picnic basket. The whole time I was filming this video, I just felt so happy bringing out all my pieces from years past and then the addition of new pieces. So let me know what season really brings joy to you. For me, it's definitely fall and Christmas. This blanket ladder here is a staple. I just added a simple blanket to it, and I just feel like it gives off that cozy vibe. For my dining room table, I decided to go in with these really muted rusty orange placemats. These were a purchase this year from Winners. They were on clearance for $13, so I think they must have been left over from last year. But I was so happy to find them. And then to the top of the placemats, I'm going to add these faux wooden chargers. These are from Michael's. They usually carry them every year, but I think they're just perfect for the fall season. And then I have these seafoam green leaf plates. I did use these last year, but I just love them so much. I wanted to use them again this year. And you don't always have to buy new things. You can incorporate new pieces and use some of your favorites. So I find that I tend to do that. And then I had two of these little mini wreaths. I thought I would add them to the heads of the tables just because I only had two. And I just love the texture that they add to the table setting. For the centerpiece, I wanted to keep it quite simple. I just had this really wispy garland. And then I found these beautiful pumpkins this year at Michael's. I think they were my favorite purchase, or find, I should say, this year. I think they're so beautiful. I was going for a more rattan boho, more of a natural vibe, I would say, with my fall decorating. So I feel like these are the perfect fit. And they did have quite a lot at my Michael's. Sometimes it can be hard because I've been finding my Michael's, at least where I live, they haven't had a lot of stock, or it's taken a while for stock to come in. So I did end up purchasing quite a few of these because I was worried if I waited that there wouldn't be any left. So I got one big one and then two medium ones. Just to bring some light and glow to the table, I'm going to just use some of my lights from Michael's. And I love these little fairy lights. They're perfect when you just want a little bit of a sparkle or glow on your table. And they just blend in so well because they have the invisible cords. So I'm just going to wrap these around all the pumpkins, and this looks just beautiful in the evening when it's dark out. I found this little set of pumpkin salt and pepper shakers, and I thought they were just so adorable. They were $6.99 from Winners. I had to have them. And then I'm going to go in with my wine glasses. I think these are just stunning. They're amber colored and they're large. They're quite large, these wine glasses. And I just think they look perfect for fall. We just put water in it. We don't necessarily drink wine that often, but I just love the look of them. And then I just wanted to show you my little sleepy Holstein while I was decorating. He was having a little nap. I think he looks adorable. His little face is all smushed in from sleeping on the pillow, but he is around. He's just having a little afternoon nap. I remembered I had these little bowls from last year and I thought they would be just so pretty on top of the leaf plate, so I just ran to my basement and got these, and I just think they're the perfect little addition to the table. Let me know in the comments if you guys tend to set your table or if you only really do it when you're having guests over. I like to keep mine decorated all the time just because it's only me and my husband. If we had kids, it probably wouldn't be practical, but because it is just us and we tend to always eat at the island or upstairs, we don't use our dining room table a whole lot. So that's why I can decorate it so much. But let me know in the comments what you do. I would love to hear from you. I love the colors of fall. I just think everything looks so cozy and warm, and I've just really been enjoying all the fall colors in my dining room. Holstein is having a really sleepy afternoon, guys. I don't know what's up with him, but he just wants to nap today. So I'm just gonna let him nap while I just keep on decorating. Moving over to this little corner in my dining room, I'm just going to use a vase I've had for quite a while, and to that I'm going to add these stems. These were from Michael's this year, and it was buy one get one free, and they were $20 each, so I got 2 stems for $20. And I just love the really simplistic look of just some stems in a vase for fall. And then I had this book box. This was from Michael's last year. And to that, I'm just going to add some cute little acorns. This big bird cage was a purchase this year from the Dublin Mercantile. I did use it in my spring decor if you watched that video, but I thought I would use it again for fall, and I was just picturing this full of straw and then lots of pumpkins inside. So I just got some of this, I guess it's like straw hay from Michael's, and I'm just kind of fluffing it out right in here. And this stuff is so messy, but I think it just really looks like fall, so I did want to use it even though it made a huge mess. So the next thing I'm going to go in with is this pumpkin. The one thing I don't like about this is that I have a very small opening to put decor in. I wish the top opened up, but it doesn't, so I can really only put in smaller pumpkins, so it's a little tricky to decorate, but I still think it's a beautiful piece. But that was just one thing I wish that the top did open. I feel like everything in my decor is either from Winners or Michael's, but these stems are from Michael's. I've seen them again this year. I did purchase these last year, but I just wanted to fill in a little bit more space, so I'm just going to add a few of these little picks, and I think it's just kind of the perfect touch where it's full, but it's not too busy. And then, you know, I had to do it. I went in with some Twinkle lights. I can't get enough of these. I must have like 20 packs of them, but I use them so often. I go through so many batteries though. That's the only downside, is these Twinkle lights. They don't stay bright for that long, so you're constantly having to change the battery. So that's the one downside to them. So I really only turn them on when we're home and can enjoy them, but I do think they just make the space look so beautiful. I think vases are a great way to fill space. I have this set of 2. I love the brown color. I think they work really well for fall. So I just added one to each side of this beautiful bird cage. And then moving to the bottom here, I have this garland. I love it. It was a purchase last year, so I thought I would use it again. And then this dish was on clearance actually this year at Winners, I believe for $10, and I love the terracotta color. And I was just envisioning filling this with pumpkins, so I took another pumpkin from Michael's and then just various pumpkins I've collected over the years and just added them to this big bowl along with some picks. I would love to hear what colors you guys are using for your fall decor this year, or if you've thought about it really. I've been seeing a lot of navies and creams and muted orange, so I'm just curious what you're all using, if you're reusing decor from past years, if you purchased some new pieces. So let me know in the comments. So this is how everything came together. I've really been enjoying this space. It just makes me happy to see all the fall colors. And I hope you've really enjoyed this video and that it's brought you some joy. I love decorating and I love sharing it with you all. And I just really love hearing from all of you. I feel like you've all become my friends, and just all the thoughtful messages you all send me, the emails, the gifts. It's just so sweet. And honestly, your kindness overwhelms me, and the world can be such a mean, cold place. So I just feel so loved by all of you, and just know that I love and appreciate you all so much. And I just really look forward to hearing from you each and every week. And I just feel like we've all become friends, and I really do treasure those relationships. So if you are new to my channel though, I am so happy to have you. I would love it if you would take the time to subscribe, and there'll be lots more fall content coming up, and I so enjoy sharing it with you all. So I am going to insert some clips of how everything looks at night. I think at night it just looks so beautiful, and I just love that cozy glow from the candle and the twinkle lights and the lanterns. I don't know, something about fall just makes my heart so happy. And I love just sitting in front of the fireplace with a book. I actually want to start reading Anne of Green Gables, the whole series again. I love the movies, and I've read the books, but it's just been a while now. And I always tend to think of that movie when I think of fall. I don't know why, but I just love that whole movie series and the books. So I'm going to start that again. And let me know if there's any fall traditions you guys love. For me, it's definitely reading, going for walks, car rides to enjoy all the fall leaves on display, going to fall fairs and pumpkin patches. There's so much to look forward to. So I would love to hear some of your favorite fall traditions and what you look forward to. And I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. So until the next video, friends, take care. God bless. Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. In today's video, we're going to be decorating my kitchen for fall. I am so excited to decorate this space. We do spend a lot of time in our kitchen, especially in the fall and the winter seasons, I would say. So I always look really forward to making this space really cozy and welcoming. And I love just adding lots of things to my counters for the fall season. So let's get started on this video and make it nice and cozy. So I'm going to start off by using this bamboo wood tray on my kitchen island. I love this piece. I love the wood tones, and I just think it's so warm and welcoming. And then to that tray, I added these chippy candle holders and then some beautiful orange candles that were from Michael's this year. This pumpkin was from Michael's last year. It's one of my favorite pieces. And I knew I wanted to put that on display just because it has a pumpkin pie recipe on it. And then because you can see this tray from all angles, I really wanted to decorate the back of the tray as well as the front. So I just filled it in with some pumpkins from Walmart. And then just to add a little bit more dimension and interest, I just used one of my picks from Michael's. I have tons of these, and they have them again this year, but I did purchase this one last year. And then I just wanted to add this really sweet fall sign. I got this from a local shop in my town, and I just think it's perfect in this little tray. And then how I was envisioning this tray to look was just full of pumpkins. I think pumpkins are my favorite thing about the fall. I love using all the different colors and shapes of pumpkins. So I just wanted this tray to be the main focal point in my kitchen, and I just wanted it to be full of different textures, shades, and colors of pumpkins. All of the pumpkins that I am using on this tray, I've had in years prior. I didn't purchase anything new this year. The only thing new on this tray is the candles. They were from Michael's, and it was buy one, get one free. But all these little mini pumpkins I've had through the years, and I've gotten them at Michael's, Dollarama, Dollar Tree, and I think HomeSense. That big pinstriped pumpkin is from Walmart, and I really like it. They have them again this year. I did see them. And they were really inexpensive. I think they're around $7 each, which is a great price for the size. And then, of course, to finish off this tray, I just wanted to light my candles. And these ones smelled so good, and I feel like it just added such a warm, cozy factor to this space. I think this little tray turned out adorable, and I just love how it's a focal point of the kitchen, and it's just so easy to move off the counter if I do want to do food prep or display food. So it's a nice idea to contain your decor in a tray, and that way it's a lot easier to move it around. I love adding placemats to my island, so I had these beautiful green ones, and I love using green in the fall. And then I had these light teal plates, and this is a color combo I use a lot of the time, is that really muted orange and the light teal with the greens, and I think it goes so well together. It isn't traditional fall colors, I would say, but to me it just goes so well together, and you will see how I tie it all together in the kitchen. And then on the plates, I'm just adding these napkins, and I got these little ring holders, I guess I should say napkin holders, from Michael's, and they were just $1 each. They're little mini wreaths actually, but I'm just using them as napkin holders. And then I'm just using some little sprigs of florals that I did find at Michael's last year, and they were so inexpensive, and I think it just adds that perfect fall touch to the napkins. And I just love how this little area turned out. I think it's really simple, but it does say fall. Let me know in the comments what colors you guys are using this year. I know a few of you have mentioned it already, but I would love to hear what colors you're leaning toward. So moving over to my kitchen sink, I just have this little tray here, and I'm just going to add some seasonal soap. This one says Be Thankful, and it's pumpkin spice flavor. It was from HomeSense. And then I'm just going to add a little mini pumpkin and a pine cone just to bring a little bit of those fall vibes to this space. I love hanging a seasonal piece of decor right above my microwave here, and I fell in love with this welcome fall sign that I found this year at Michael's. I believe it was $49.99, but I got 50% off, and I just love the detailing of it, so I'm so happy I got this, and I think it just looks perfect right above the microwave. And then I had these two little wreaths. I just wanted to add something in there that would say more fall. So I just decided I would add one of my little pumpkin picks from Michael's. They do have these ones again this year. They have them for buy one, get one free right now. And I think they just add that perfect little fall touch without being too much. And I just love those muted colors. This little space by my stove, I like to keep kind of the same. I always like to have this tobacco basket, and then these 3 canisters were a gift from my mom, so they're so special to me. So I just added a simple wood cutting board and this autumn leaves and pumpkin please sign that I did get last year. And then one of my little cream pumpkins, they have these at HomeSense and they're around $6.99 each. And I just love the stem on them. I think they're just so pretty. I wanted to add a little bit of color to my stove, so I always love to hang seasonal dish towels on here. I did purchase these last year, but I thought I would just reuse them again this year. I love that muted orange. And then to the top of my stove, I'm going to add this wooden riser. It was from Michael's this year, and I love that really dark wooden tone for fall. And then I found this beautiful pie plate from Winners, and that's in that light teal color that I love to use. So I was so happy I found this piece, and I feel like this color is becoming more popular for fall. And then I just added a simple little dish towel and then a Bath and Body Works candle, and I bought this candle partly because of the packaging, partly because of the smell. It's just such a pretty color. I love that orange, and it did smell amazing. It was a pumpkin candle, and I just love always having a candle on my stove, and it just makes the kitchen smell so warm and cozy. I have my little Keurig set up here. My husband uses it quite often, so I knew I wanted to add a little cutting board just to bring in some more of those dark wood tones. And then I had this little coffee canister. We just keep our Keurig pods in there. And then I had this really cute pumpkin seeds can. This was from Michael's a few years ago, but I did want to show you some clips of the ones they have this year. This pumpkin spice one and apple tea one. They are at Michael's, and I thought they were so adorable. So I wanted to show you a cute little clip of Holstein. He's my puppy. He's the love of my life, and I had dropped one of my little pumpkins, and he was just having the best time batting it all around. He actually learned to play like this from his dad, Lucky. He loves balls, so now Holstein loves to chase anything that resembles a ball, but I thought it was just so adorable. So I wanted to add a little sweet treat right by my Keurig station, because who doesn't love to eat something sweet when they're having a coffee or a tea or something warm? And in Canada, we have these maple cream cookies. They are so good. If you love maple syrup, you would love these. So I thought I would just add some to this little container I have from Dollarama. And it's just a great little spot to put a snack for when you're having a warm beverage. Let me know in the comments what your favorite fall treat is. I know mine's maple cookies. I love ginger snaps, anything pumpkin. So let me know in the comments what you really love to enjoy for the fall season. I found this Fall in Love cup at the Dublin Mercantile when I was shopping, and I couldn't resist it. I thought it was so cute. I love the simplicity of it and the coloring. And then to the other side of my Keurig station, I just added my K-cup holder, and we just have these pumpkin pie coffee pods, and I just think they look perfect for fall. Those were from Winners, and I believe they were $7.99 for 12 or 16. This sign was one of my favorite pieces. It says, "Gather with a grateful heart." It was from Michael's this year, and I just placed it against the wall just to hide an outlet. And then in this little corner, I love to add a tray. It's kind of an area that's not utilized because it is so tucked into the corner. So I added one of my mirrored wooden trays and this little riser with another one of those Walmart pumpkins. And then just to tie in some greenery, I just added this little piece I had. That was from Dollarama actually, in the terracotta pot. And then I'm going to add some more of these little pumpkin picks just because I love these muted fall colors that are on the picks. And then just to bring in some more texture to this little tray, I'm going to be adding one of my pumpkins that I got from Michael's this year. I purchased quite a few of these. I just think they're so beautiful. And I just, like I said, I love pumpkins and I just really wanted to add as many as I could. Here in Canada, we celebrate Thanksgiving in early October, and it's already almost the end of August. So really there's only about a month and maybe a week or two till our Thanksgiving. So putting out all these pumpkins is a lot more realistic for us. We're already starting to probably get real pumpkins out this week or next week, actually. So I just love adding them, and this time of the year is just so special. I love fall. So I hope you find lots of motivation from this video. And then moving onto this area of our kitchen, I wanted to add some fall touches around this beautiful sign. I just added this wheat and then another one of my pumpkins from Walmart. I bought 3 of them, and I think to create a cohesive look in your home, you want to stick with the same color scheme and then just kind of carry it through to every room. So that's what I've done. If you did miss my video last week, I decorated a little entry table, and then I've also decorated my dining room using a lot of these same colors. I will link those videos in my description box, so if you did miss them, you can watch them. But right now I'm going to start decorating a little 3-tiered tray actually. This little tray was from Winners. It was $19.99, and to it I'm just going to add some straw. I got this from Michael's, and if you ever want to fill in space or just make something feel more fall-like, just add some straw to it. It just adds so much, and it gives it a nice textural element too. So this was very inexpensive. It was from Michael's, and you get a huge packet for not very much money. And then I wanted to add this little Hello Fall sign. I'm not even sure where that was from. I've just collected these little odds and ends over the years. And then I did purchase these little bowls last year from Home Sense or Winners. I got them in a pack of 6, I believe, and I love how dainty and small they are and just the prints on them. So I just wanted to keep this again very neutral. These little pumpkins were from Dollar Tree this year. You got a pack of 4 for $1.25, and then I'm just going to add in some pine cones also. I think I have about 10 or 12 or even more of those cream pumpkins. I just think they're so beautiful. They go with everything because they are so neutral. And this autumn makes me happy sign, I did purchase from the Dublin Mercantile this year. It was very inexpensive, but I just thought it was so sweet, and it's so true. Autumn does make me happy. So I thought that would just look adorable on this little 3-tiered tray. So I'm just going to go in with these flameless flickering candles now. I just think they add so much ambiance and just such a cozy glow, especially in the evenings. And it's starting to get darker a lot earlier here in Canada. It used to be at 9 or 9:30 when it would get dark, but now it's getting closer to 8:30. So definitely it's getting closer to the end of summer. So just having lots of cozy lighting just really makes a difference when you come home in the evenings, and then it doesn't feel like it's dark so early. I would love to know in the comments if you have started decorating for fall. I know a few weeks ago I did ask that question in a video, and a lot of you said you were waiting till September, but some people said they may start now. So I'm just curious if you've kind of started. And I know some people just kind of start off slow and maybe don't use as many pumpkins. And then some people like me just go straight into fall with all the pumpkins. So I would just love to hear it in the comments. And then I'd love to know if you did buy some new pieces this year, or if you're just kind of using things you already have on hand. And like I said, a lot of the decor I have accumulated over the years, but I do tend to buy a few new pieces every year. And I don't know, it just makes it a little bit fun when you can buy a few new things, but then just use all your treasured pieces that you have collected through the years. So let me know in the comments what you're doing. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I am going to show a clip at the end where it kind of combines my dining room and my kitchen, and you can kind of see how the spaces look together and how they work really well, all the colors that I've used. So I'm so grateful again to each and every one of you. You all feel like friends to me, and it's just so nice chatting to you all every week. And I'm so grateful for all my new subscribers, and I've just been having so much fun just decorating for fall and bringing you all along with me. So until the next video, friends, take care. God bless. And just make it so nice and cozy. And these ones I just plugged into the back of this mirror. I actually have an outlet because we had it built so we could put a TV up here, but I love it because I can just plug in all my decor, so it kind of serves a multi-purpose use for me here. I'm just going in now and just kind of fluffing everything up and just kind of disguising that cord a little bit. I'm not too worried though if some of it shows. I do like that natural brown color of the cord. It's just kind of reminiscent of branches or twigs, so I think it just looks fine. But then we're going to go in with this little riser. I love to add risers to my decor and just have everything at different heights because it does add a lot more visual interest to your displays. So these risers are the perfect option for that. So I did want to include a little clip of Holstein because I know you all love seeing him. And as I was decorating, he went and sat by his treat cupboard. He knows where that is. And I knew he wanted something to snack on. So I just gave him one of his favorite treats. I just broke it in half because it's kind of on the bigger side. And then he just brought it over to the couch and sat on his favorite pillow. I let him on the couch. He loves the couch. He loves pillows and blankets, anything soft and cozy. So he's kind of like me in that way. But I thought it was just so adorable, and he just brings me so much joy, and I know he does you guys as well. And he was looking a little scruffy here. He just actually went and had his hair cut, so I'll have to showcase him in the next video and you can see his new little hairdo. So back to the decorating, I had these gorgeous pumpkins from Michael's. I did purchase these this year. It was buy one, get one free, and they were $60 each, I believe. But my mother-in-law did give me a gift card for my birthday, so I used it toward these, and I just love them. I'm just tucking some straw in just to kind of hide the battery pack. And then I'm going to add it to my riser, and I just think they give off that perfect glow, and I love how rustic they look. So I just wanted to balance it out and add one to this side of the fireplace too. So I love how everything is just so cozy and welcoming on top of the mantle. I just love lights. I don't know, they just make me so happy, especially because the evenings are getting dark so much sooner now. And then I added two little pedestals from Michael's. I have these year round, and just some cream pumpkins that I've had through the years. And then these terracotta pots I thought are so beautiful. I love that rich color for fall. So I bought some of various sizes from Michael's, but you can get them at Dollarama, Dollar Tree. I've seen them pretty much everywhere. And I just wanted to space them out on the mantle and just add a little bit more depth and dimension to the space. I feel like terracotta pots or any kind of pots are just a perfect way to add some more decor into your space without spending a lot of money. And I feel like they just fill in everything so well and add just so much depth because you can place them on different angles and you can just fill them with anything. I'm going to fill mine with some little pumpkins that I pulled from my stash. I've had these pumpkins also a long time. They were probably from Michael's or HomeSense or Dollarama. And I thought it would just be cute just to add these right into the terracotta pots. These picks are my absolute favorite from Michael's. I have them again this year. I did buy these last year, but I just love those muted colors. I just think they're so soft and pretty. So I just wanted to kind of fluff everything up before I did add it to the mantle. And that way your pieces just look a lot bigger and you don't have to use as many of them. I know that I did buy these when they were buy one, get one free, but they still kind of are pricey, so I only used 4 of them because I don't have too many of them, and I just think they add that perfect little pop of color that I was looking for to this space. I had these little balls. I used them actually in my summer coastal decor, and I thought these would just be the perfect layering piece just to add some more of that beautiful texture for fall. And I feel like it just works so well with the color scheme that I have here. So you don't have to go out and buy all new stuff. You can just use pieces from your decor from past seasons. And I actually got all these from a local thrift store. They were just in a big bag for a couple dollars. And I just love how they just add some more texture to this space. So I just love how everything turned out. I hope you do as well. And I hope it gave you lots of ideas for your own mantle. And you don't have to use all the same pieces I used. It's just kind of ideas to get you started or things that you might like to incorporate into your own home. But I just think those Michael's pumpkins really make this space. I just think they're so beautiful. And I'm just showing you that my lights from the Dublin Mercantile do come with different settings. This setting is pretty aggressive, but I do think it's really pretty. And maybe if you're having kids over or you just really want an extra glow, you can use this setting. But my favorite setting is the one I'm going to show here. It's just on a steady light, and then it actually dims until it's completely off. And I just think it's so beautiful in the evenings. I tend to always have it on this one, and now you can see the lights are completely off. So I hope you've really enjoyed this video. We're so happy you're here. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Until the next video, friends, take care. God bless. Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here today. In today's video, we're actually going to be making a fall simmer pot. This is my favorite recipe for the fall, and it just smells like a warm apple pie. So I'm so excited to share that with you. And then of course, we're going to be doing lots of fall decorating in my living room. And I just love how everything came together. So if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe and give this video a like. Let's get started. So as me and my husband were driving in the country this weekend, I just really started to notice the subtle changes that early fall brings at around the end of August. And I just thought everything just looks so beautiful. The leaves are slowly starting to change color. The cornfields are almost ready to be harvested. And just the subtleness of a few leaves hitting the ground just excites me for fall and just really makes me feel like it's just around the corner. And even when I went to the grocery store to get the apples for the simmer pot, the beautiful colors of the apples and all the mums just got me really excited for all the fall festivities that are just around the corner. So I knew I wanted to get the house smelling like fall, and I really wanted to make a new simmer pot recipe that I seen. And this one's supposed to make your whole house smell like apple pie, and I feel like that's one of the most comforting scents in the fall. So I really wanted to try this one. All you're going to do is put a pot of water on the stove to boil, and then in the meantime, you're going to slice one apple. You need cloves, cinnamon sticks, and vanilla extract. And then once your water has come to a boil, that's when you're going to start to add all your ingredients to the pot. I added my whole apple to the boiling water, and then I'm just going to put 3 cinnamon sticks in. It says that you can use 2 or 3, and then just a handful of cloves. I got all these ingredients at my local supermarket. And then the last step is just adding in some vanilla extract. Once all your ingredients are in the pot, you can just turn it down, let it simmer, and enjoy that beautiful scent. So now that we have the house smelling all cozy, let's get on to the decorating. In my last video, I did decorate the mantle. If you missed it, I will link it in the description box below. And I knew that today I wanted to get the living room feeling all cozy and just tie in the mantle to the rest of the space. And because I did so much on the mantle, I knew that I wanted to keep the rest of the room simpler. I didn't want to overwhelm the space, and I wanted the centerpiece to be the fireplace mantle. So let's get started. I have this beautiful Hello Fall sign. This was from Michael's. I thought it would just be perfect propped up against the fireplace. And then to balance out the Hello Fall sign, I just decided to put some simple twigs in a vase on this side of the fireplace. Moving over to my bookshelf, I'm going to add this burnt orange pumpkin. This was from Michael's this year. And then I have this little basket that I filled with straw with some leather handles. And this simple little flower arrangement was from Walmart. It was $9.98, and I love those muted colors. I think wood tones are just perfect for fall, so I knew I wanted to add this gather sign. And then I had this bowl. I filled it with straw and some cute little pumpkins, and I love the terracotta color of it. And this candle holder I actually found at HomeSense this year for $5, and I just love the colors, so I knew it would be perfect for this little display. And this adorable little squirrel was from Michael's. I just fell in love with it. I think tobacco baskets also really say fall to me. Michael's had some beautiful ones this year, and I feel like they're the best price because tobacco baskets can be really expensive unless you find them at a thrift store or somewhere like that. So I just wanted to place that vertically, and then I added one of my really muted pumpkins and a stack of books, and I just added a simple little velvet pumpkin on top. For the bottom shelf, I just used this little wooden box I had and added some straw. And then I was just thinking it would look really pretty if I added a bunch of pumpkins to it. So that was kind of my thought process. And when I was at Walmart, I found these really muted pumpkins. And that green one was $1.98, and then they had a little bag of pumpkins for $3.98, I believe. And I just love those really rich muted colors for fall, so I knew these would just be the perfect filler for this little basket I had here. And this was from Michael's. I think I got it last year in their fall collection, but I just love these kinds of pieces because you can use them for summer or fall, just any time of the year, and fill them with seasonal decor. After I decorated this bookshelf, I just felt there was a bit of a cozy factor missing, so I just went in with some candlesticks. I got these lights off of Amazon, and I just think they're the perfect touch for the bookshelf. I really love how the bookcase turned out. I think it's just really simplistic, but it also really says fall, and I love that it just ties into the mantle really well with just the same colors and tones that I used in that area. I knew I wanted to use this Hello Pumpkin sign, and then I also had another one of the pumpkins that I used on the other side. And when I'm decorating, I kind of like to keep a lot of the same pieces just to keep everything flowing really nicely together. So I had another one of those Walmart vases, and then just a simple sweet little wood basket that I added another little velvet pumpkin to. This adorable little picnic basket was from the Michael's summer line, but I got it on clearance for like 90% off, so I think it was only $2. And I just love the color of it. And then I'm going to go in with another one of my candle glass holders and that adorable little squirrel from Michael's that I just love. These tobacco baskets are just my favorite. I just think they're so beautiful, and they were such a good price. I think it was $12, and then it was buy one get one free, which is super inexpensive, and I thought they were just a great size and color. And I've gotten quite a few of my baskets from Michael's because they always have them on clearance or really good sales. And these candlesticks just really say fall to me. Something about these really long, narrow candlesticks just make it feel like fall in this space. And they are from Amazon. I will have to say, when you look closer to them, you can see some imperfections in the wax. but they were a really good price, and I do feel like they give off a lot of ambience, and they were fairly inexpensive. So if you're interested, let me know and I can link them, but they aren't the best quality, so I might try to find something a little bit better if I do end up ordering more. You can see that I'm just copying what I did on the other side with these really pretty pumpkins from Walmart, and they had so many to choose from, so check your local Walmarts if you are looking for some pumpkin filler. I find it was a lot more inexpensive than Michael's or HomeSense, and I just like the colors a lot more, so Walmart does have some beautiful pieces sometimes. I can't wait to spend lots of fall evenings in this cozy space by the fireplace, reading a book or watching Road to Avonlea or Anne of Green Gables on the laptop. I'm just so excited for that, and I would say I'm definitely a homebody. I love being at home. Let me know in the comments if you are as well or not so much. I just wanted to add a little pillow to this corner here. I love this one. And then I just wanted a hint of that green color that I've been using in my decor, so I added a simple pumpkin. And there's my little pumpkin Holstein. He actually went in for a haircut this week, and he's not quite used to being so short. He has that Bichon Frise fur, so it gets matted so easily. So they had to go a little bit shorter on him, so I put his little Argyle sweater on just to keep him warm while his fur grows back. And I just thought he looked so precious, just nestled in all the pillows, watching me get everything nice and cozy for those autumn nights. An easy way to bring in some autumn colors to your space is with some throw pillows. And I didn't want to replace all my pillows. I just swapped out a few to add in these burnt orange ones. And I love how they look, and they just coordinate so well with my color scheme. And then I had another one of these white pillows just with that burnt orange and the rope detailing. I thought it was so beautiful, so I just added that to the end of the couch. A fall staple in a living room is lots of cozy blankets. This burnt orange Ray Dunn one was from HomeSense, and I think it's a perfect addition to the space just to cozy it up. And I do have lots more blankets, so I'll probably be adding more. And I think everything just flows together really nice with the dining room and the kitchen, which we've already decorated, so I'll be sure to link those videos below in case you did miss it. I have this little table here, and to it I wanted to add this picture from Michael's. It was in the fall collection this year, and then just some really pretty stems. I had this Hello Fall sign from years past, but that burnt orange is one of my favorite colors. And then just some simple coasters that say Home Sweet Home. And then I also just had this little candle wick trimmer. Let me know in the comments if you're almost done your fall decorating. I know a lot of you had been starting this week or next, so I'm just curious if you have started and if you're almost done. I'm going to move over to my IKEA cabinet now and just add a simple vase. And then I did purchase these stems from Dollar Tree this year. Dollar Tree had some beautiful items, but a lot of it's already been picked over. I feel like people were just waiting and jumped on it, and I was a little late to the game. So I didn't get as much as I was hoping for, but that's okay. And then I'm just going to add this simple wooden bless sign to the middle shelf, and then to the bottom shelf another vase, just to keep things really simple since we have so much going on with the bookshelves and the mantle. I really hope you enjoyed this video, friends. I enjoyed making it. I really love how everything came together and just looks so cozy and welcoming. And I'd say my taste is definitely more rustic. I just feel like for fall, those rustic tones are beautiful. And you might see a sneak peek of my coffee cart over there. I'm going to be decorating that on the next video, and I'm hoping to get one more video out this week with how I'd style that coffee bar cart. So I'm super excited for that. There's a story behind it, and I'll share it with you all on the next video. And again, I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. You all bring so much joy to me. And after I made this video, I thought I would cozy up with a piece of pumpkin pie in front of the fireplace. Our local supermarket sells just individual pieces of pie, so I thought that would be a perfect little start to fall for me instead of having a whole pie. And then I just got nice and cozy with Holstein on the couch. He was just in sleepy land here. So again, thank you for being here, friends. I love you all. And until the next video, take care. God bless. Hi, sweet friends. Welcome back to another week of fall decorating. I'm so excited because this week we're going to be decorating my front lobby, and this is one of my favorite spaces to make really festive for whatever season we're in, which is fall. And I'm so happy that you're here. I would love it if you would leave me a comment and give this video a like to let me know that you did enjoy it. And we're going to get started and just make everything feel so cozy and flow with the rest of the house. To start off, I'm going to add this wooden tray to my hall table. I love this dark, rich wood color, and I think it just really warms up the space. And then to it, I'm going to add these 2 wooden candle holders. I've had these for quite some time, but I really like how they bring some height to this area. I fell in love with this little sunflower arrangement when I seen it this year. I really like the shape of the vase and that it looks wooden even though it's very lightweight. And then I'm going to add this really simple leaf. I like to put it in the front lobby just because we can put little knickknacks on here or our keys, just kind of to hold things. And then the final little touch will be this really simple acorn. I need to get some batteries for it, but they take special ones, so I will have to be on the lookout for those. I really wanted to have something that was going to drape on this hall table, so I remembered that I had some eucalyptus garland, and I believe I got this from Michael's this spring, and the soft muted greens are so beautiful and work so well with the sunflowers. Let me know in the comments if you love incorporating greenery into your decor. I feel like you can use it year-round, and I'm really drawn to the more softer muted tones of green, and I do think that they work really well for fall decor. And then to bring a little bit more color into the space because it is so neutral, I'm going to go in with this really pretty pumpkin garland that I did get from Michael's a few years ago, but they tend to have them every year. And I just love how it's those soft muted orange colors. I always love to spend time really fluffing out my garlands when I do put them up. I feel like it just makes them look a lot fuller and pretty. So you can see the details on here. There's some little flowers and pumpkins, and I think it just looks adorable with this whole display. I wanted to keep things really simple on the bottom of the table just because we have that garland. So I'm going to add a book box to disguise that outlet back there that says grateful, thankful, and blessed. And this simple little apple basket with some straw in it just adds that cozy rustic touch. I wanted to try something new in this space. I've actually never used a blanket ladder in my front lobby, but I have quite a few of them. So I knew this white one would tie in, and then I had this really soft brown scarf, and I just draped that over the blanket ladder. This little wheelbarrow was a gift from my sister. She always finds me the perfect pieces, so I knew I wanted to incorporate this. I had a little straw bale or hay bale, I'm not sure, and then I'm going to go in with some of my little cream velvet pumpkins. To bring a little bit of fall into this corner, I'm going to add a scarf, one of my baskets, which I've had for quite a while also, and then a few of these neutral stems from Michael's. I wanted to show this adorable clip of Holstein. As I was decorating this space, he definitely was wanting some attention, so I went and got him a carrot, and I've been trying to get him to eat some more vegetables, so he loves carrots and cucumbers, and I thought it was so adorable, him just munching on this little snack. This wooden arch is such a fun neutral piece. My husband actually purchased this for me at a local nursery at Christmas. He knew that I really loved it, so I thought that was really sweet. To me, it reminds me of a church window almost, the shape of it. So I love that I can really change this up each season and add anything to it. Blankets are such an easy way to instantly warm up a space. This one was so big and cozy. I knew it would be the perfect color combo for this area. And then I wanted to go in with some pillows and make everything feel super cozy. I always have to karate chop my pillows. And I love this Hello Pumpkin one. It is double-sided, so you can use any side, but I just chose to use a softer muted one. This hat reminds me so much of Anne of Green Gables, and I wanted something on this wall, so I thought that would be the perfect little touch, and it just really reminds me of one of my favorite movies to watch in the fall. I always seem to add a wreath on this door. This door leads to our little powder room, and this one was just perfect for the space because it is such a neutral piece. And I had another of those little hats. They were from White Rose. I actually got them from a garage sale though, so I just tucked that into the wreath. This little three-tier stand is perfect for this space. It kind of just fills it up, but it doesn't overwhelm it. And that way I can add a lot of my seasonal decor to it. So I knew that I wanted to add this Hello Fall sign. I did purchase this last year from a local boutique called Jillian's. And I think the wooden border really works well with all the wood tones I'm using. To continue on with that rustic wooden theme that I seem to be using in this space, I'm going to add this little washboard. It's a vintage piece. And then this adorable Home Sweet Cozy Home sign, which was a gift from my friend this year. And then, of course, a little bit more greenery and a little pick from Michael's. So on this shelf, again, I'm using some wood tones. I love this little pumpkin cutting board. This was from Walmart this year. I believe it was $9.99. And I just wanted it kind of as a silhouette in the background. I didn't want it to be the main focus. But like I said, I was using a lot of wood tones to add a lot of that warmth that you really feel in the fall. So for this final shelf, I'm going to add this really pretty basket, and to add a little bit more depth, I'm going to add in a little mini tobacco basket that I got from Michael's in their spring collection. And I have a few more of those book boxes. It came in a set of 3, so I thought these would be really cute to layer on the bottom, and I just love how the fronts say grateful and thankful and that they're in that really neutral palette. And again, I'm going to go in with some greenery to tie everything together. And then, of course, a few more of my little velvet pumpkins. I would love to know in the comments if you're like me, when you find something that you really like, you end up buying a lot of the same item. That's what I did with these pumpkins. I think I probably have 10 to 15, but I just love the stems and the color, so I did end up buying a lot of them in different sizes. To bring some light into this area, I wanted to add this lantern. I've had this probably for 10 plus years, so a long time. And then I have this little berry garland. I wanted to tuck that in. And then, of course, I'm going to go in with my twinkle lights just to bring that ambiance to this little corner. So I'm just going to show you an overview how everything did turn out. To me, it's so nice and cozy, and now that the evenings are getting dark so much sooner, I always have my lamps on and my candles, my twinkle lights, anything that can make the space feel cozy and bring that autumnal ambiance to the space. I will be having my fall home tour coming up in the next video, so stay tuned for that, and I'll just show you how everything came together and how everything looks lit up at night. I think I'm going to do an evening fall home tour so you can really see how cozy the space looks like. And there's sweet little Holstein making himself at home. He really is the love of my life, and he brings so much joy and happiness to our home, and I really couldn't imagine life without him. He's my little baby, so I know you all do enjoy seeing him every week. So we are so grateful for all your support and love, and you just mean so much to all of us. Mondays are my favorite day of the week because I post and then I get to hear from all of you, and it truly does make my whole week, just being able to learn more about you and the things going on in all your lives. And I feel like I know so many of you now, so that's just such a fun part of being on YouTube. So until the next video, sweet friends, take care. God bless. Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're all here today. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my home all decorated for fall. I think it turned out so cozy and welcoming, and I can't wait to share it with you all. So if you are one of my returning subscribers, I'm so grateful for you. And if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would like this video and subscribe. Let's get started. So I thought the first space we would start with is the front porch. This is one of my favorite spaces I have decorated this year for fall. All the pretty colors, the mums, the pumpkins, and this gorgeous sedum hosta is just stunning. I love the deep burgundy. If you watch any of my videos, especially my porch decorating one, you would have seen this one, and it was a really pale pink, but now it's turned into this really deep, gorgeous burgundy, and it just goes right with the fall vibe that I have going on out here. When you head up the steps, you're greeted by lots of little mini pumpkins and gourds and these really pretty mums. I went with the burgundies and the browns, and I also went with some purple colors this year just to kind of mix things up a little bit. And I did add in these light pale pink peachy pumpkins as well as the blue ones. And then of course a little Holstein's on the porch. He loves to watch everything going on in the neighborhood, so I always put his little jacket on in the evenings, and we like to sit out here and then just enjoy that crisp fall air. To bring some color to this table, I added a basket and then a lot of rich stems that I got from Michael's and a cute little pumpkin. This ladder was actually from the curbside. My husband found it and brought it home, and I thought it would look so beautiful on the porch, and I like to decorate it seasonally, and I added a few cute little pumpkins to it just for some pops of color. You can see my large wreath on the door, that's from Winners. And then I think this little mat was such a fun purchase. It says pumpkin spice and everything nice, and you can see lots of little straw pieces, but I think that just adds to that fall ambiance. I wanted this little corner to be the focal point when you did come onto the porch, so I did cluster more decor in this little area. The hay bales, the pumpkins, and then you can see some cabbages too. And these cute little scarecrows were a purchase from Walmart. They were under $10 each, which I thought was great because they are on the larger size. But this is such a cute little corner, and it just feels so cozy, and it feels like fall to me. Let me know in the comments if you do decorate your front porch or your back porch. I have decorated the back porch also, so let me know if you would like to see that, and I can show that on an upcoming video, how I added a few fall touches to make it feel nice and cozy and blend with the rest of the house. So of course, when you walk in the house, Holstein's the first one to greet you. And I did want to film this night tour in the evening because everything looks so pretty lit up, and you can really see the ambiance that it gives off. So this little corner is where we have a bench to put shoes on. And I have just a simple wreath on this beautiful arched wooden display, as well as a little hat on the wall. And I kept it very simple in this corner because the main focus for this room to me was the mirror and this hall table. I decorated this room actually in my last video, so I will link that down below if you want to see the process of how I did kind of decide where to place things. But I'm loving all the wood tones and the creams and the whites. It definitely is a more neutral fall approach, whereas the rest of the house, I did go with those really fall-like colors, but here I did keep it more muted. And I love this little garland that I placed just on the hall table. I kind of intertwined it into the table, and it has little flowers and little pumpkins on it. I think it's just precious. I knew I wanted to use this wheelbarrow somewhere in my fall decor, but since I was using a lot of wood tones in the hall, I thought this would be the perfect spot for it. So I used a little hay bale and then some velvet cream pumpkins that I had. I love the stems on these, and I think it just adds that perfect little rustic touch. I always have this basket on our coat hanger here, and I usually just fill it with seasonal stems, and it's just an easy way to bring some decor into this area because we typically don't hang much on it. We have quite a lot of closet space, and I had to add this Pumpkin Kisses Harvest Wishes sign. As you can see from this angle, everything is quite open concept in our front hall, and it does lead into the rest of the house. But right here, we just have our powder room. So I wanted to add a seasonal wreath here, and I typically do that for Christmas also because it is something that really stands out when someone walks in the home. So I wanted to make it really cozy. This wreath is from Michael's, and then I added this cute little straw hat to the middle of it. Moving on to this 3-tier stand I have here. I've had this for quite some time, and I love to decorate this also seasonally because it is such a neutral piece. You can pretty much add anything to it, and it just looks so cute when people walk in the house. I had this Hello Fall sign from a local store called Jillian's, and I usually bring that out every year because it's just a perfect neutral piece. This little washboard was actually from my sister also. She finds me the best treasures. So I really wanted to incorporate that into the decor as well, just for that rustic, really warm feel. And I think that's why I really gravitate to the wood tones and the greenery, because it is so warm and it adds that really cozy factor to any space. An easy way to bring some light into your home in those darker evening hours is to add twinkle lights into lanterns and set them on the floor. My friend Liz at Traditions by the Seasons, she always does this, and I think it's such a good idea because when you're walking at night, it just lights up your path. So I did get that idea from her. She has such great ideas. If you haven't checked out her channel, I would highly recommend it, and I will link it in my description box. But she taught me all about adding ambiance to a space, and I love her to bits. So this hall table is another piece that I've had for a long time. I got it off Kijiji or Marketplace. I think it was only $25, so it was a great price. I added this pumpkin patch sign and lots of really muted pumpkins. And then to keep it really simple on the bottom, just 2 baskets with a welcome pillow and a cozy blanket. So this room is the main room that we sit in and read in the evenings. When we're in the kitchen cooking, we can see it. So I love to always have the lights off in the evening and just really enjoy the glow from the candles and the fireplace and all the twinkle lights. And as you can see to the far right here, there's a little tea cart. I did get that this year. I called it a coffee cart. My sister actually got it for me for my birthday. So you can see from all the things she's gifted me that she's such a sweet, caring person and has the biggest heart. And I kept it really minimal in terms of the color palette, just some oranges and creams on here. And you can see my roses. They're just stunning, and I love how this cart turned out. It feels like it adds so much to the room with these little twinkle lights, these little hey there pumpkin tea towels that I can hang from the sides of it. And then on the bottom, I just used some syrups that I had on hand and apple cider, and then some fresh apples from the apple orchard that we did visit a few weeks ago. Let me know in the comments if you have a coffee station or a little bar cart in your home that you love to decorate for seasonally. Moving over to this little IKEA stand, I kept it very simple in here because the focus was more on the mantle in this room. So I added some vases, a bless sign, but again, it's very neutral and minimal. So this is the area where I feel like I added a lot of decor, and I would say mainly on the mantle because I did want that to be the showcase piece this year. We do, like I said, sit in this room a lot in the evenings to read or while we're cooking in the kitchen, and Holstein loves to lounge on this little footrest, I like to call it. So he's always cozied up. I think he really loves the heat from the fireplace. So I thought that was adorable and wanted to share it with you all. But this mantle has probably been my favorite that I've done in the past few years for fall because I used a lot of wood tones and really muted colors, but I really filled the space, and I think the lights are what make everything feel so magical. To carry some of that decor from the mantle over to these bookshelves, I kept again with the wood tones and the neutrals. I have some pumpkins on here, this gather sign that I've had for a few years now. It was from Michael's. I love those wooden signs. They fill space and they look so cozy. And then I have a bowl filled with some pumpkins and this cute little squirrel that I did purchase this year from Michael's also. And then moving on to this shelf, I really need to order some more of these tall candlestick lights. They feel so realistic to me, and they were a really good price on Amazon. And they take 2 AAA batteries, I believe, and they last for quite a while, but you can just see that glow that they give off to the whole room. I did keep this bookshelf very similar to the other side. You can see this one a little bit better with the lighting on this side, but mostly everything is similar or the same, and that's just how I like to decorate, is to keep things very balanced. And again, I used those baskets. They were a really good price also at Michael's. If you can tell, I love that store. I think the tobacco baskets were $10 each. In front of the fireplace, I did keep it more simplistic. I added a clear vase with some large twiggy sticks, and then on the right side, a simple Hello Fall sign. I'm so glad I decided to film this home tour in the evening. You can just see how homey everything feels like, and let me know in the comments if you love to use candles or twinkle lights, what you like to use in your space to make it feel really comfortable. As you can see, this little guy loves to sleep. Sometimes I wonder how he can sleep so much, but let me know if you have pets and if they like to snooze the afternoon and evenings away like mine. So from the living room, it is all open concept, so you can see the dining room and the kitchen. And I'll show you some of the pieces that I did end up using in this room. I did keep it very simple, but I feel like everything ties together with the living room and the kitchen really well. This sofa table is from IKEA also. I love their furniture because it's affordable, and I feel like for us, at least it lasts. It's held up really well. We don't have kids, so maybe that's why too. But on here, I have this really beautiful bird cage. I've had this since the spring of this year, and I did find it at the Dublin Mercantile. And I knew I wanted to fill this with pumpkins and twinkle lights and just kind of have it as a showcase piece. And on the bottom, it's very simple, just a garland and a bowl filled with some pumpkins. This little space right here is quite small, so I never really can add too much decor to it. I have this table. It was my mom's. It's one of my favorite pieces also in my home. It looks like it was chalk painted, but I think it's just a really beautiful piece. And I added a vase with some stems. And then I found these really adorable little acorns at a local shop, and they were a really good price. I think they were around $10 each, but you can see the beautiful details on them. And then I have a simple little candle here. This is how our tablescape turned out this year. I'm loving those burnt oranges, the teals, those rattan pumpkins from Michael's. I scooped up quite a few of them. And then again, these really beautiful amber glasses that I've had for quite a few years. But to me, they just say fall and really complete the look of this tablescape. So I do live in Canada, if you are new to my channel, in southwestern Ontario. So we actually have Thanksgiving coming up this weekend, and I cannot believe it's already Thanksgiving weekend already. It's so hard to believe. So we have lots of fun activities planned for this weekend. We're probably going to go to the fair, and we also have a wedding, and then we're going to have our family Thanksgiving. So I'm super excited for this weekend. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to share some of our Thanksgiving Thanksgiving weekend plans and what we did and how I'm adding some Thanksgiving decor into our space. So right behind the dining room table, we have our buffet here. I always have 2 lamps here. I feel like they're just a perfect spot to add some light. And then beside this buffet, I added this picnic basket and these really gorgeous lanterns. A lot of you have asked where you can buy these. I got them from Cozines, a local shop in town, and I'm not sure where else you can find them. I was trying to find them on Amazon, but I haven't had any luck. To the top of the buffet, I added lots of greenery, pumpkins, those little stands with the candle, and then some wheat. It is all very neutral, but the lights just make it for me. Let me know in the comments if you have a dining room or if you have an open concept kitchen. I know a lot of people actually don't have dining rooms, so I'm just curious if you do in your home. So the last room that I wanted to show on our main level is our kitchen, and it is all open concept like I said, so you can see the dining room, the living room, and everything from the kitchen space. I added this basket here with all these pumpkins and candles, and the reason I love this is if we're hosting or we need room to prep food, we can easily just move this basket off the island, so that's been great to have. And then here I did add some place settings. I use these teal plates, they were from HomeSense, and then some light beige napkins and a little sprig of fall greenery. I really do love having an island. Ours does feel quite small, probably because I put so much decor on it. But I do move this out of the way if we do want to eat by the island. But typically we do go upstairs to our loft and we'll watch a movie or a TV show when we eat. So I do admit we don't really eat at the dining room or on the island too much. For the fall and Christmas, I love to add a lot of decor into the kitchen because we are in this space so much. So I really wanted to add those fall touches and just make the whole house flow. And I'm using that teal color again, you can see with this pumpkin pie plate. And I have a candle from Bath & Body Works going. I love those candles. And then up here, you can see my welcome fall sign. I do have some little wreaths on the cabinets, but it is darker, so it's hard to pick those up as well. And I think everything does really flow together nicely. I love those tea towels on the oven. I always have seasonal ones on there, and I tell my husband they're just for show. And then over here we do have our little Keurig station with all of our little pumpkin pie coffee cup pods, I should say. And then this tray, I love this tea towel that says "Be still and know that I am God," filled with lots of pumpkins. This sign is perfect for Thanksgiving, gather with a grateful heart. It was from Michael's this year, and I did get it for 50% off, so it wasn't too expensive. And like I said, you can use it not just for Thanksgiving, but fall decor as well. And then I have this 2-tier little stand that I just filled up with lots of pumpkins, a little autumn sign, some cinnamon sticks, and some straw. I really hope you've enjoyed this cozy fall home tour. It's been so fun to bring you along as I decorated the house for fall, and let me know what your guys are up to this weekend. I know you have Thanksgiving in November in most of the world, but I know I do have some Canadian subscribers also. So I would love to know what you guys are up to this weekend, if you're doing some fall activities or what your plans are. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and it feels like every week I get to spend some time with my friends, and it truly means so much to me and really lifts my spirits every week. If I'm feeling down, I know that I'm going to get to talk to my friends, and it just makes me so happy. So I hope this channel does bring you some joy also. Until the next video, friends, take care. God bless.